The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGig webinar series. Our
series.
endeavor to
Our
empower tech.
endeavor to empower tech,
We believe that sharing of knowledge is the key
is
to enhance our skills and grow us as
key to
professionals.
enhance our skills
With
and
this
grow us as
principle in mind,
professionals. With this principle in mind, we have initiated a series of webinars conducted by industry experts
this
to give you all a brief insight of various domains.
topic of
The
today,
topic of today's session is
jumpstart your
Jumpstart Your Career with Big Data Analytics. Our guest speaker today is Santanu Saha. He is currently employed as corporate SAS and data analytics trainer at Conic Solutions. He is profiled as a SAS authorized predictive modeling and base SAS trainer. Santanu has worked as a senior research analyst in Genosoft Technologies. He has worked as a faculty head SAS corporate trainer of Y class for training international students professional in USA and UK, and as a faculty head of business analytics in Analytics Professional Training Institute. He has done MBA from Bhavan's Institute of Management Science in Marketing and IT Systems. Santanu has almost 4 years of TechGig data analyst experience on statistical software packages like SAS and IBM SPSS. He possesses an analytic temperament and ability to work extensively on a specific task, problem solve, and derive conclusions. He is an effective communicator. His presentation skills, abilities in forging business partnership, and servicing clients. So without further delay, I would like to introduce all to our guest speaker. Over to you, Shantanu.
Thank you, Vishal. Are you there? Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, Shantanu, we can hear you. Thanks.
Hello? Yeah, I can continue, right? Yeah, fine. Thank you. Hi, this is Shantanu. As Vishal said, I've got 4 years of experience in the field of data analytics, and there are a few areas that have not been disclosed. Like I've been involved in some projects which is related to your financials and the retail sectors as well. And data analytics is, as you see in the recent time, anywhere you see any profile you search in Naukri, Monster, you will see the analyst is a common word. Now, what do you mean by analytics? We'll just try to get some insights about it. When before that, we'll see why SAS is so important. There's some other competitors in the market, other players in the market, but why SAS been is considered as one of the most lucrative and user-friendly tools in the industry. There are some reasons, and I'll just try to justify those reasons, and I will show you the demos on the same so that you can understand how this software works. Along with that, I will have a question answer round so that you have any questions related to the topics or anything that you want to ask related to the software. So I'm gonna take on this thing. Okay, so I'll just give you the introduction of SAS, why SAS is so important, and which are the 4 major pillars or the 4 major solutions that the organization require in a recent time. You see, the first one is the data capturing. If you think it from the organization perspective, we need to know how the data should be captured under form, which are the different sources that they decide to pull the data from that areas. Now, once the data are captured, and they need that data to be maintained as well. So here comes your data management. Okay, so I have captured the data set from the multiple sources. Now I'll manage it. Now, when I say management, here comes the data quality. So we maintain the data quality part. Now SAS will provide you that solution that's through which you can capture the data from the multiple sources and you can manage it at the same time. And we have some offerings as well that I'll let you know later on. Now once the data are managed, next comes your data analysis. That is your statistical applications. Now SAS data analytics is completely a statistical part. Now don't be worried about the statistics, and you don't need to do any statistical applications or statistical calculations, not of that such. It's just how we can use that statistical algorithm to get some insight. Now here is a conceptual applications comes into picture. Now if I say mean median mode, everyone knows that what it's actually, but how you can use that mean median modes value in order to interpret the result, that is what is counted. You won't be doing any calculations, nothing. So this is a data analysis part. And next comes your data reporting. Once you have already applied the statistical analysis on the data, you have extracted some underneath information from it, you'll present it in a form of, so here comes your business reporting or some data reportings. So broadly, I can classify this industry runs based on these two pillars. One is your business intelligence solution, or is a business analytics solutions. But SAS is always called as a business analytics. Why so? Because it provides a statistical solutions along with this data reporting solution. Now, if we talk about some other softwares available in the market, like Cognos, Informatica, Business Object, or Oracle BI, Microsoft BI, these products are limited to the business reporting only. They will provide you their interface to generate reports, dashboards, web reports, but not the statistical solutions. It fails to provide, provide information related to the future transaction. But SAS is the only solution or only software will do the data reporting along with the future values. Like if this is a trend that we have already identified or you have seen last couple of years, what would be the projected value in the year of 2015 or 2016, or what will happen after 2 months, 3 months, and this could be projected with the help of this software. That's a single reason that recently most of the companies, they are veering toward this data analytics software rather than using business intelligence. They are using business intelligence, no doubt, but they are much inclined towards business analytics software. And the answer is SAS. SAS provides everything. Like, you want a data management solution, data analysis solutions, data reporting solutions, everything. SAS will provide each and every solution. That's why SAS is called a suite of solutions. Any solution that you want, SAS is ready to provide you that solution. Now we'll see, this is our agenda. We'll see why SAS, why, how, and what's inside SAS, and we'll explain some other details one by one. Few highlights: is the largest independent vendor in the business intelligence market. And in 2013, its revenue total is 3.2 billion, 5.2% is a growth rate. And we call SAS as a business analytics, a leader in business analytics. Like other softwares, IBM SPSS, Statistica, Minitab, those softwares are lagging behind because they fail to provide the same set of solution that SAS offer. Almost 38 years of operations, profitable every year, no debt. Now, you see there's a 4 set of solutions. As I said, data access, you're pulling the data from those multiple sources, storing it in your server, that's your data warehousing, and from that data warehousing, you're creating data mart, that is analysis part. After doing the analysis, you store it in your separate sections through which will be finally accessed by the user. In a form of reports. Okay, so these are the 4 major pillars, and SAS provides us all kind of solution in these 4 different areas. Now, when I say data access and management, you see, we talk about the data integrations. We are concerned about the data quality. Okay, so this data management and access and data management area is completely related to the data quality of the data set. Because when you pull the data from the multiple sources, or the clients share you some data which are not standard, and your first role would be to make the data cleaning, or to run the data cleaning process, like cleaning your existing, restructuring your data, cleaning existing variables, missing value treatment, recoding your existing values. All these things comes under this area. Now, once you have managed your data, then comes your analysis. Like we have a visualizations, exploration, statistical analysis, optimization, focus. So there are different set of offerings SAS has that will be used to get certain information that you want to derive from this particular data. Next comes your present. As a data reporting, that's what we call the business intelligence. We can create ad hoc reports, business reports, dashboards. Okay, all these things comes under this area. Now, we talk about this business intelligence and business analytics. Like, one is your data reporting, another is analytics. And what's the major difference? Now, there is a traditional approach. Like earlier, if you look 5-6 years back, the industries industry practice was to rely mostly on the business intelligence software. and they are limited to this area: standard reporting, ad hoc reporting, query drill down, and alerts. They don't provide any solutions related to the future outcome. Now, business analyst provides a set of solutions that business intelligence provide. Along with that, it will allow you to run statistical solutions or statistical analysis. Now, you can justify your statement. Why is this happening? What will happen next if this trend continues? Predictive modeling, yes. If we talk about some outcomes like in the financial industries, we use this predictive modeling concept, not in finance, in almost all sectors. In the retail, web analytics, we can develop a predictive models to see how can your business be more profitable just by following this predictive model. So that is again a futuristic analysis we can conduct. Optimization comes in a like once you have developed say, a series of models, like multiple models you have generated. Now, which models will you select out of this set of models? So that's here comes your optimization. So all these things are part of your SAS programming. And if you see, if you ask me question how SAS work, people have got some wrong notion about it. Like they sometimes associate Hadoop or big data with the SAS. Now, there should be a little bit of the clarity and understanding about the application of Hadoop and SAS. Hadoop and SAS they work together. Why? Because today is a big data age, and we talk about the trillions of data. Even in a banking perspective, you see the banks will share you a list of customers, like 3.5 million customers, and their day-to-day transactions. And using and understanding that transactions and the patterns and understanding of the customer is a challenging task unless and until your infrastructure or the software is ready to provide that solution. SAS will use that data to provide insight of your transactions or your analysis. Now, this is just the same thing which I have already discussed. Like these are the sources that we are using to pull the data from the sources and storing it in your server. Like you have got a SQL server, Teradata server, SAP HANA, and Vertica. Or you have a Hadoop, which is open source. Now, this Hadoop and this server's activity is just to store the data and maintain their data quality. Now, I have a data. Now, data is of no use unless or until I apply it, unless or until I extract some information from it, unless or until I exploit it properly. So I have pulled the data from the sources and maintain it. That is the application area of your all this Hadoop and Apache and other servers. Now, SAS will use their analytical and business intelligence solutions to use that data, give you some informations which may be fruitful for increasing your business. Okay, that is an insight that you can use it for your business value. Okay, that is the application part of SAS. This is the same thing. We have a Teradata server, and SAS is using SQL language. Generally uses SQL language to pull the data from the sources, and at the base level you have analytics solution, business intelligence, and data integration solutions, which will work at the back end to see what is happening and what will happen next in future. So SAS is mostly associated with the predictive analysis. You can see what's going to happen next, what will happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or after 2 months, 3 months, or 3 years. And there is a term we use associate with the SAS called business model, like 5 years model, 10 years model, 15 years model. That means we consider all possible factors that may affect your business, and by considering those factors, you can come up with the business solutions. Okay, based on that models, you can predict your future outcome. Okay, that is what SAS does. Now, there are some different lot of profiles available. Like if you think it in terms of the scope of analytics, we have retail analytics, financial analytics, credit risk, marketing, HR, fraud, inventory, clinical trials, supply chain. Every field that you see, the SAS has got its application, and they have their different set of solutions in a different domain. In retail, we know, like we visit retail store, use our debit and credit card, and you know what happened? They capture your details and they collect all your information from the bank or maybe some other sources. And they generally use 3 parameters that we call statistically, we call it RFM factors. That is recency, frequency, and monetary factors. like how recently you have visited to the retail store, how frequent you were, and what is the monetary value that's associated with the transactions. So keeping these three parameters in mind, they just analyze you, because if you are the frequent visitor to the retailers and buying this product, if you think it from the retailer's perspective, they need to maintain their stock level to meet the demand, right? So that is a retail analytics. That is from the supplier's point of view, but even if you think it from the positioning point of view, that is also there. We call it association analytics, like market basket analysis. This is a statistical algorithm. You may not be well aware of it, but generally we do it in a day-to-day basis. Like there's some associated product, like bread and butter. We buy bread, we buy butter, or bread and eggs, bread and milk. So these are associated products. Even if you buy a laptop, we definitely buy a headphone or a dongle, right? So these are two associated products will be kept side by side in a retail, in the retail retailers, will be positioned by the retailers, so that it increases the purchase power. So these are kind of retail analytics there. And financial analytics, fraud and credit risk, they are almost same, because in recent time you see most of the bank, they are ready to provide you loan. As they give you loans easily, their major concern is whether loan will be paid back to them in time or not, right? That is a major concern. So when that is their major concern, they need the analyst people to explain the propensity of defaulting the loan in near future. So they will develop a model that will let them know, okay, which of the customers will default the loan after 5 years or after 2 years or after 2 months. So we have some algorithm that will help to find out those customers. That is your credit risk and financial and for analytics area. So that's again one of the most what do you call is a most lucrative profile in a recent time. That's all the BFSI or all the banking project, financial projects are offering. Marketing, again, if you're running a marketing campaign, out of 100 customers, which are the set of customers are more likely to respond, you can figure it out. In nature analytics, the same question you face: who is more likely to who are the existing employees more likely to leave the organization? That's again the more challenging question that the HR faces. So they can develop a model and see those employees' name. Web analytics, even it's very popular these days. We visit a multiple site, and in Google Analytics they have their the JavaScript run at the background, and this JavaScript capture each and every details the sites that you have visited, and based on that they will send you those offerings in their Gmail, as the Gmail is a product of Google. Okay, this is what happens even most of the e-commerce site, or even the mobile commerce, as the e-commerce is transforming to mobile commerce, same commerce. So this companies also does the same thing. They see which of the products you have bought earlier, and the some ancillary products which are related to that will be offered to you at the same time. Even the supply chain, inventory, these are associated with the retail and in your inventory areas. Okay, so these are the few profiles available, and the people from diversified background, they prefer to excel in the field of analytics, and is not mandatory to have a statistics background or economics background. Anyone can join the sessions and get themselves trained on the analytics field and join industries, because as per the projections, by 2018 there will be ample demand in the field of analytics, and this is the right phase that people should know this analytics and its application on the data. Because once it gets to the saturated point, then you'll have a remote chances to get, or put your first foot in the field of analytics. Now, you see, there are different verticals. We have banking, retail, communications, oil and gas, the government, the manufacturing, utilities. There are all possible sectors available, and where the SAS has their set of solutions, okay, for this respective verticals. And you see, these are a few details: risk and customers, finance and operations in your banking areas. In capital market, again, some risk and finance and customer related operations and related solutions provided by SAS. for even in an insurance company, if you are from the insurance from a company and working in the insurance sectors, and you are dealing with the claim analytics, now there are some algorithm that provides that solution related to this claim. And credit unions, again, SAS has got a huge application in this area. Retail, as I said, manufacturing units, if there is a slight deviations from the main courses that you can figure out and bring it back to the previous mode. Okay, then communication. There are a lot of areas there where SAS can provide the right solution to the organization. That's why you see almost all the areas in recent time, or in all the industry from diversified areas, they use this SAS for their day-to-day business transactions. So, customer, we have total 139 countries where SAS has got a well in demand in the market, and there are 70,000 sites where SAS, the corporates, you can say they are using SAS, and 91 of the top 100 companies in the year of 2013. And we have a different industries who are also using SAS. You see the banks, the different banks, Maharashtra sales tax, national population registrations, IIT, even few education institutes, so they're also using SAS. Even recently, your income tax department, the Ministry of Finance, they have also on process of implementing SAS in their organization in order to tap those customers evading taxes. So anyway, there are lots of other industries that are in the pipeline who are in process of implementing SAS in their organization to get the solutions and of their business. Okay, so you can figure out how powerful the software is. Now, who can pursue SAS? Anyone. There is no such criteria that you have to have, you need to have knowledge on the programmings, or you have to be a statistics background or economics background or from science background. It's not that. Anyone can join these sessions. They can see the application of SAS, and they can do the hands-on practice, hands-on applications on some projects that we generally offer to our candidates. Okay. Now there are some offerings. We have base SAS certification training and advanced SAS. Base SAS and advanced SAS are mostly related to your programming part of the software. Like these two products are used to, not products, these two courses are related to your data management areas. Remember the first slide I said the data capturing and the data management. So these two areas are the part of your base SAS and advanced SAS. Base is considered as the fundamental of SAS, where the basic knowledge of SAS programmings will be discussed. Along with that, there are some procedures which are considered to be as a statistical procedures, will help you to get some insight of your business. Advanced SAS is a SQL. Those who are already from the SQL background have a knowledge on SQL query. The same thing will be there in your advanced SAS, and SAS supports that platform to run a SQL query, like to restructure your data and remodeling or changing your data structures or running queries on the multiple data sets. All these things will comes under your advanced SAS. And we have a macro as well. The macro generally is just like a VBA programming, where we create a macro to reduce our effort and to save our time. The same thing can be done in the advanced SAS as well with a SAS macro. Next, we have analytics like applied analytics and enterprise miner, where we have ANOVA, regression. These are all the statistical algorithms named. Then data integration studio, SAS platform admin. There are some other offerings that you can see. Benefits, yes, increase of career opportunity and the marketability, because today is the age of analytics. Now everyone wants to know how the data can be analyzed to see the hidden patterns, to understand the hidden patterns. Now, if you want to know that hidden patterns, you need to know analytics. And it is a science of analysis. Generally, analytics is a science of analysis, and that comprises of the statistics and mathematics. But as I said, statistical concepts we consider. We don't do any calculations, because each and every solutions will be given in a way that you don't need to calculate. The values will be given, you need to know how to interpret it. That is the most important part. And we have a global certification program. Now, once we have this global certification, it will just open the new window for you to excel in a different fields worldwide basis, because that certifications will be offered by SAS, and that's considered as a global certification. And this global certification will help you to clear through many impediments that generally a candidate not having that certification will face multiple questions, or may not judge the ability of the customer, or the candidates. Now, when you have this certification in your hand, the person on the opposite side, they can understand how they can understand your potentiality on the hold on these particular tools. Okay, so that is again the added advantage. And you see, help the managers to differentiate the different qualified technical professions. Even we have different offerings and different certifications, like base SAS, advanced SAS. We have a predictive modeling certification, and visual analytics certification, which is again is a selling like a hotcake, and that provides a BI solutions. As BI solution, BI Studio certification is the platform admin. There are different certification, and this is just the certification view. You see, once you're certified, you'll get this certification like this, and that will be signed by James Goodnight, who is the CEO of SAS. This is some certification offering. You go to SAS link, or if you visit our quenicsolution.com, you will see these links are there. Just click on it, you will get the details. Okay, and the course material, what are the things will be covered, and how the certifications will be there. All these details are there in our site, or you can visit a SAS site, you will get the same detail. Certification business analytics using 9 and regression modeling as certified rate modelers. These are for the people who wants to explore the statistical analysis on the data set, and these are related to the data management. Now these two are data management, data integrations. Okay, and BI content is a advanced reporting solution. And you will get this certification logo once you complete this. Once you clear this certification, this logo will be given to you. Okay, which you can use in your CV to for the further enhancement of your if your CV looks. Okay. Now the question is, what are the 4 major fields? The first is, we call it a foundation areas. Now you see SAS foundation, that comprises the analysts or the programmers. Like we have a base SAS and advanced SAS certification. That's the foundation course we say. Next is the business intelligence, where SAS BI solution is there along with the SAS visual analytics solution. Next comes the data management, now, which is related to the platform admin or data flux. All these course offerings comes under this. Next comes the data analytics, that is statistical analysis, mostly predictive modelers, operation research, and forecasting, forecast studio. Okay, so those tools comes under your statistical analytics part. Okay, next comes your data administration. It's a platform admin. Okay, now as I've told you, why big data and SAS are used most of the time, are associated with each other. The reason is when you have a trillions of data in your hand to process it, you need to have a set of solutions that will give you the instant result. SAS is already has got access of the databases of Hadoop, which you can patch with the Hadoop server, so that you can pull the data from the Hadoop server and process it. Once you process that data, you can give the result to your client and interpret the model. So that can be done within a less time. If you compare the other products, they may take 20-25 days, but SAS will provide you the solutions maybe within 18-19 hours. So that's why SAS is considered to be was one of the most lucrative and one of the most powerful statistical tools available in the market. And even if you see the recent market share, it has got a major market share in comparison to the other competitors. Okay, so this is just a major thing, and I'll just show you the demo on the SAS tool so that you can understand how SAS work. Okay, now this is SAS 9.2 tools. 9.3 and 9.4, the recent version has come up. And this software, this 9.4, this package is used to do the data management. Like you have some data in your say particular library. Say these are a few data sets we have. Let's open a data set. Yeah, say we have few data set. These are my data. Just hold on. Yeah, say let's work on this class data set. If we just open this, so this is a view of that class data set. Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and 19 rows. Okay, but say you have decided not to work on these 5 columns. You want to drop say sex and age and create a new data set. And let me just show you how we can do that. We can create a new data set. Is SAS language is very simple, and it's just we call it a 4th-generation language. Okay, so data, you can define any data set names XYZ. Another data set name is SAS dot class, and I want to keep 2 variables. So there is an option called keep, and the variables names are say sex and your age. Okay, with semicolon and just write, sorry. Now just select this code and submit it. So once I'll submit it, it will create a new data set in name of XYZ and store it in your a particular library. Okay, we have different libraries. If you just open this work library, say XYZ dataset is there. If I open this, I can see only these 2 variables, sex and age variable, because I have used this in a keep option that to keep only sex and age variable in a new data set. Similarly, I can write some SQL command in SAS. It supports that also. Rock SQL. If I write a select asterisk from clause, create and select the new data set or the old one, SAS create. Now if I select this code and submit it, it will give you the HTML view of that data set. Like class data set, we have seen that, and I will see the HTML view of the data. Okay. Similarly, I can have, just hold on. Similarly, if I want to see only these two variables the way I have done it in base SAS, it is possible. In place of asterisk, just define these two variable name, like these two variables, sex and age. Fine. Now select this and submit. Okay, so I can see it has considered only sex and age variable only from that data set. So this is a one tool, SAS 9.3. I have few more tools. We have few more tools to offer to the industries, like enterprise guide is there. You see, enterprise guide is a one more tool which is used for statistical analysis. Like you want to see some the effect of one factors on other factors. If you want to see that detail, this software would be used for that. Okay. Okay. Now, if I bring one data, any data set, say this one, and I want to see how the variables are related to each other, or how one variable is affecting the other variables. Like if you see, we have a few variables in this data set. We have customer satisfactions, then we have product quality, commerce, technical support. We have few variables, right? And I just want to see how product quality is related to your customer satisfaction, how it is affecting your customer satisfaction. If I just click on this, it is completely a point and click software. It's very user friendly. Go to multivariate, select correlation. Okay, and select this variable customer and product quality both. Put it in your analysis variable. Fine, and simply run it. Yeah. This way it will show you the Pearson correlation matrix that will let you know the relationship between the two variables. Either positive relation or negative relation will exist between the two variables. You see, product and customer satisfaction, there is 52% correlation exists, and that's a positive correlation. That means if you give a stress on the product quality, your customer satisfaction will increase. Okay, there are some other details that we will be taken into consideration to decide whether this variable will be considered or other variables, because that depends on some multi-cognitive problems and other list of variables. Okay, so this is just a software used for statistical analysis. We have one more software called Enterprise Miner, which is for developing the business models and the predictive models. Okay, that I won't be able to show you, but because it's a heavy image, so it will take some time to start. We have one more product called Visual Analytics as Visual Analytics. Let me just log into this server. Just hold on for a while. Okay, this is a interface of your visual analytics, which is actually in process of replacing your SAS BI solution, where you need to do a lot of the coding part in order to develop the BI model. But this could be done in just by clicking those ready-made buttons. You just drag those variables and the parameters in the respective areas. It will show you the graph instantly. So this is a one BI solution, or the BI products that SAS has recently come up with, and almost all the e-commerce companies like your Jabong and other companies, even the Snapdeals, they are also working on this same platform. You can check it their site as well. This has visual analytics. Even they are recruiting candidates having knowledge in the visual analytics part. It is completely a BI solution. Okay. Anyway, it's taking some time. If you have any specific question, you can ask me. So far, what we have discussed, if you have any specific questions, we are ready to ask questions on it.
Thanks for the insightful presentation. Let's quickly take up the questions now. Please read out the questions and their answers so that all our users may listen to the commendable insights.
Any question?
Shantanu, the questions are assigned to you in the question tab.
Yeah. Okay, first question is, so you have already joined a Jigsaw, you might have already got the exposure in the field of analytics. This is the same stuff. If you have already taken the training, no point of joining the sessions to have a same training of the same platform. But the option is there in the visual analytics, because Jigsaw may not give you that exposure on the visual analytics and SAS Enterprise Miner. If you want to explore that part, you can you are always welcome to explore that statistical application. They might have used SAS 9.1 or 2, not that Enterprise Miner. or enterprise guide or visual analytics. Just give it a thought on it. Now difference is there. ACP works in a different area. It has got a different modules, modules, then your FICO, then SAS ACP, ABAP, and SD models. But SAS has no such specific. You can apply this statistical algorithm on any field. So that's a lot of options open for you. And you can. It is analytics area. It's a statistical analytics area, and ACP mostly in the data mining. Okay. Next, how data is loaded in SAS? Yes, there are some different ways by which you can load these files in a SAS environment. If you are like, if it is a non-standard, we take a special measurements, but I won't be able to explain it in detail over the microphone. It's just there are some demos out there which will help you to understand how we can pull those external files into SAS environment. Okay, if there's someone give you the Excel file, CSV, TXT. So there are some different way of bringing those external files in SAS. Now, what is it? What all is required for SAS to connect to Hadoop? Now, there are some specific SAS Connect, some interfaces are there. So those interfaces, I cannot say you over the phone because those are some technical parts. SAS has got a platform that allow you to access the Hadoop server, and through which you can pull those files or pull those data inside SAS, or you can do the in-memory system, in-memory processing to conduct or to run analysis on it. Yeah, heavy data like 10 GB, not even 10 GB, it is capable of processing 50 GB files as well. So don't be worried about the data size. How should you be expert in SAS? Just by learning SAS. If you want that, the SAS will give you a help and give you a good exposure in the field of your existing domain. Join SAS because this provides a set of solutions. We have a different platform, different solutions, different softwares, and even those are used by the industries. So you don't have to be that much worried even after completion of the course because almost all industries in these days are using SAS. Where can I get the trial versions? It's not a free software. That's not open source. So we'll not get that the free trial version. But you log into a SAS site, and they will allow you to use the university edition. But all the features may not be available in that edition. But if you want to see and to practice it on your own, you can just get registered with SAS.com.
Thank you, Shantanu. I really thankful to our guest speaker for conducting this webinar. It was indeed a great session. I would like to thank to all our participants for their support in making this webinar a success. The recording of the webinar will be available on techgig.com by tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.